Hey, welcome back to the channel. I had video introduction from my first flight yesterday, and unfortunately, I deleted it. I thought I had already taken the info off the card, and it was the camera that's on the wing, the right wingtip. That camera actually, at some point, I know in the flight the battery died, but for the most part, it had that footage view from the right wing, so we don't have any of that. But I do have the video that Parker shot from the ground of the takeoff and the landing, and then I do have some video of the plane from behind in the air. The only thing that happened there at some point, maybe when I was going faster, the camera kicked back and it just goes to viewing sky. So I didn't have the little screw thing down tight enough to keep it from rotating. So, but I still wanted to show this video and have you guys see it as soon as possible. So I will work with the content that I have, and yeah, so here we go. The objective here, we had a few of them, which we talked about in the introduction, and all we were trying to do really was we were trying to get in the air, obviously, get comfortable with the plane, kind of feel out the controls, and I was going to take a look at the airspeed. I was comparing it to my ground speed. I had ForeFlight on my phone on an armband on my left arm, which actually works out perfect because I just pull it up and it's right there in front of me. I tried an iPad first, down on my kind of on a knee on one of my legs, but there's just not enough room in the cockpit for an iPad. So I went with the armband, and that actually worked out beautifully. I'll show that to you sometime, or I'll put a link down in the description of the one that I'm using that worked out perfectly, because you can actually rotate it. You can have it horizontal, you can take it vertical, whatever you need to do with it. But anyway, about the flight, it was about a 0.8, just under an hour. And what I did is I climbed up to about 2,500 feet AGL, and the airport let me kind of fly my own pattern. On the south side of the airport, well, it was very busy actually, but all the other planes were flying in the typical right-hand traffic pattern for runway 24. And so they put me on the south side, and that worked out perfectly. I was able to just do everything I wanted to do. In the video, you'll see I was kind of testing out some Dutch rolls, just feeling out the ailerons. I was just doing the ailerons by themselves to get a feel for what the adverse yaw was like, which really surprised me. It was just very little, and the Dutch rolls compared to the Satavria were actually really simple, and it was easy to hold the nose on a point on the horizon while doing those without really a lot of effort at all. All temperatures remained in the green for the whole flight, which was great to see. There were no warnings. I think on the climb, the temperature got up to maybe 200 degrees, and probably for the majority of the flight was around between 150 and 180 degrees, and or maybe 160 and 80, but stayed kind of around 180 for most of the flight. And everything worked out great. The landing was not how I planned to re-enter the pattern, but the tower sent me way out by the freeway, and so I had like about a 3-mile final coming back in, so I just kept most of the altitude I had. So I had a very steep descent coming in at about 60 miles an hour, and basically touched down somewhere around midfield, I think. Maybe just a little bit inside midfield, but the tower told me to take whatever I needed. So I'd already announced when I took off that this was the first flight, so he knew what I was up to from the beginning. So anyway, here's the footage, and I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, so next flight should be this afternoon. It looks like everything's going to be just perfect like it was yesterday. So I'm going to go out this evening and see if I can't get back in the air and and do some more. Okay. You're good.
All right, nice and easy. He's up. Let's go. Use that whole runway. You got lots of it. Yes!